This week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Barn.
Got one deer we're targeting specifically.
I love it when a plan comes together. They love this alfalfa. Andrew and I are on a scouting mission. Let him get broadside. You boilered him.
Get ready for a couple of back-to-back PSE bow hunts on this week of Winchester and Drury's Natural Born. First, we've got Zach Plale as he chases after buck number 8 on our Natural Born top 10 hit list. You have got to see the rack on this Missouri Giant.
Look at the rack on that guy. Boy, he's a big old boy.
After that, we're bringing in longtime Drury Outdoors team member John Williams as he sets his grandson Andrew Dent on his very first bow buck.
Let him get broadside.
Andrew already has quite the impressive resume when it comes to rifle bucks, but I'm pumped up to see whether or not he can make that first harvest with his trusty PSE Fang crossbow. And I hope you're as excited as I am.
Past year we made a plan to cut up our fields, and we decided to plant some biologic alfalfa. The past few years I've been able to go over to Jim Tomey's, and he has a lot of alfalfa planted everywhere and the deer love it. We kind of took his idea and ran with it. The start of the 2017 season was very, very warm. The weather was not conducive at all for deer hunting, and with me being back, having a full-time job here in Kirksville and being here all the time, I told Grandpa that we were just going to wait on the cold front, and I continued to check the beta trial of the DeerCast app and also the 10-day forecast on the weather, and finally, towards the end of September, I think the 26th and 27th, we were finally going to get a cold front and be able to get in that center field alfalfa.
We waited for a cold front. Got one deer we're targeting specifically. He's been on our farm since 2012 was when I first noticed him. On our way in, going to our center field, got biologic alfalfa, Clover Plus, and then a strip of last bite through the middle of it. So hopefully, with these lower temperatures, got high pressure, even though it is cloudy today. We've got high pressure, hopefully that should get them up on their feet. And so hopefully, let the old carbonator speak for the first time.
The conditions were good. We finally got to cooler weather. I think that high that day was around 70. We had high pressure, and we'd had a light northwest wind, which was perfect for this set. And the way this set is why I love it so much early season, is because we're right off the bank of a creek. So with your thermals, that's really one of the big things you want to watch during the early season, because when the wind dies down, your thermals are really what'll kill you. And the thermals are great here because they'll just drop off into the creek and none of the deer will know you're there. The movement, as it traditionally does, started off slow with a few yearlings and does, and then picked up pretty fast. And all the deer were coming right to the alfalfa that was right in front of us. We're kind of on pins and needles with all the deer so close, but I've been keeping an eye out to the left where I thought this deer that we were hunting had been bedding. And I looked back up, and a few does are walking in, and right behind those does was our shooter.
deer we came in here after. I knew he would come up here. I knew he would come up here for that biologic alfalfa. You shouldn't rage extreme. He can't handle that. No, he can't handle it.
He was 46 yards, definitely within my comfort zone with the PSE. Unbeknownst to me, he had taken a step right as I shot, so the shot was a little bit far back, but we reviewed it in the tree and we're very confident that it was back the lungs, maybe possibly the liver, and the blood was going to tell how we were going to take the blood trail.
What we're gonna do, walk over here, walk to the edge where he went in as quietly as possible. Check blood. If we have good blood, we may continue. We'll see.
We've taken him about probably 150 yards. Blood was pretty decent. It looked like I've caught the backside of the lungs from what we can tell. From the color of the blood, there's a few bubbles in it here and there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see.
We've been doing this since he was a puppy. Boy, he's a big old boy. Look at the rack on that guy. Look at him. Look at him.
Here we are sitting behind this old guy, deer we know oh too well. Deer that we've had reconyx pictures of since, say, 2012 or so. He's a deer that always likes to summer on us, have always got good reconyx pictures of him, and this year was no different. I knew coming into the year, looking at the weather the way it had been, it was going to be warm to start off the season. I had looked at the 10-day forecast and saw that today was supposed to be substantially cooler. In the last 2 days, it's dropped at least 10 to 15 degrees. The high today was 69 degrees, and all the deer came into the field from different areas and then filtered right in front of us into the new biologic alfalfa that we planted. And 10 or so minutes later, here he came, and we had a few does come out of this area right here, and they cut across the last bite, cut across the non-typical clover, and were coming to the alfalfa, and he was right behind him. As soon as we had one deer do that, all the deer did that, and I knew as soon as he hit the alfalfa, he'd be within range. I'm good to 60 for sure, and I've been shooting diligently this summer out to longer distances, hopefully to make shots like this one a little bit easier, and he got in, or last ranged him at 46 yards, and the rest is history.
I love it when a plan comes together. They love this alfalfa.
Couldn't be happier. Like I said, it's a good way to start our season.
He is a dandy. Go get the Can-Am. I'll just wait right here for you. There's what happens when a rage broadhead gets after you. That's the knife. Outdoor Edge.
This segment is brought to you by Outdoor Edge, makers of the highest quality home processing sets.
Long live the courageous, the tenacious, the ones who push forward and give back. Long live the greater good, the helping hand, and long live the truck built to outlast them all. Ram, proven to last. As people who love the outdoors, we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
Want to harvest a big monster buck? Anti-mineral blocks give deer crucial bone-building minerals with extreme palatability. And now comes with a $5 rebate. Download the rebate at www.analogics.com.
Feeling lucky? You could win Mark Drury's bow in the Analogics Golden Ticket Sweepstakes. Look for a ticket in any 10 or 20 pound bag of Anti-Supplement Gold. There are 21 prizes. Find the details and enter to win at analogics.com/golden ticket.
There's something unique about hunting the mountains. draws you in and consumes you with every step you take toward the top. It toys with your mind, tests your endurance, pushes you to the very end of your limits. When we designed Mossy Oak Mountain Country, we didn't follow the digital fashion trend. We took the very elements from the mountain to create the best Western camouflage ever made. When you're up there, you're in their world. You better look like it.
Winchester and Drury's Natural Barn is brought to you by Scent Crusher, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, PSE Archery, Reconyx Game Cameras, Nomad Hunting Apparel, Mossy Oak Brand Camo, Analogics Outdoors, Ram Trucks, and Winchester Ammunition. Get ahead of your game with the all-new DeerCast app, available on iOS and Android. They say good things come to those who wait, and Zach Plale certainly proved that as he waited for a cool front and put his trusty PSE to work, harvesting buck number 8 on our Natural Barn Top 10 hit list. Now, Zach's cousin Andrew Dent is heading out with grandfather John Williams, and they're taking the PSE Fang crossbow with hope of getting Andrew his first ever buck with a bow.
I'm in the Centerfield shooting house on my farm in North Missouri with my youngest grandson, Andrew Dent. Y'all remember Andrew? He killed a bruiser right out of this shooting house when he was 7 years old.
Put a perfect shot on it, didn't you?
Perfect shot.
Opening day of rifle season's tomorrow. Andrew and I are on a scouting mission, plus we got the Fang crossbow in here. And Andrew has an archery tag, so we're gonna try to fill it this morning.
You know, it was a normal November day. The rut was on, going full swing here in North Missouri, and I was pretty sure by using a decoy, Andrew would have a chance at a decent deer.
Okay, if he gets broadside, just use the top band.
Right.
We almost got on that deer, didn't we?
Yeah.
Andrew Dent and I are on our way to the Curly shooting house. We sat this morning in the center field, but that house wasn't real conducive for him to shoot the PSE Fang crossbow out of. So we've changed to the house that he killed Curly out of when he was like 8 or 9 years old. Andrew's 13 now, and he needs to get a archery deer on the ground, so hopefully this afternoon is it. We had like 5 little bucks coming in messing with the decoy this morning, and we had one that Andrew would have shot, but he sort of caught us off guard and was in the decoy before we knew what had happened. And anyway, we're on our way in right now, and we're gonna make an afternoon out of it. We're gonna sit in there till dark, so fingers crossed, maybe we can get it done this evening. We got in our south field, and I got the decoy set up, and the next thing you know, we look up and here's a buck dogging a doe into the field. As soon as the buck saw the decoy, he stiff-legged marched right to it.
Let him get broadside. Anytime. Let him get broadside. Now.
Oh, you boiling. You boilered him.
Let's go.
you boiler rimmed him.
Let's go.
Huh? We didn't even have time to get the other cameras on. You boiler rimmed him.
And that was so fast.
Huh?
He thought it was so fast, he just came out running to that decoy.
How? We didn't even have time. Look, we've got 2 other cameras in here. And it just, I told you.
Oh my gosh.
What did I tell you?
It happens fast.
It happens fast.
That was crazy.
How do you like that fine crossbow?
Pretty good.
That's pretty slick, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, you just killed your first buck.
Yeah. With a bow.
With a bow. Tell them what you just did, Slick.
Shot a 8.3-year-old coming right up to that decoy at about 20 yards.
With your PSE fang crossbow.
Yeah.
I think you double lunged him.
Yeah.
Let's go see what we can do out here. Look at that. He can't take that. He can't take that rage broadhead. Look at the blood on that arrow. You gave that old boy a bad day. I was really pumped. Andrew was really pumped, and you know, we had a good blood trail to the deer, and it was really neat for both Andrew and myself to have Andrew harvest his first archery deer. Hey Andrew, how about looking up? How about right there? Little cuber. Oh yeah. Oh, he's standing. I don't think we know his old boy.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a couple of kickers, hasn't he?
Yep. Well, we just came into the Southfield shooting house this afternoon. Then we went into the blind. We had a decoy at about 20 yards. Then out of nowhere, this thing comes running up to the decoy.
He almost caught us not paying attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a nice one. Well, we got to get a tag on him. Just like that. Bowana is what we're nicknamed him. Okay, put that in your pocket because we got to call him in here in a minute. Right. Let's drag him down and get him out of here. Well, let's see how good a big old boy I am. What do you think about them apples, big boy?
Pretty good.
Congratulations to Zach and Andrew on those awesome hunts. Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born, JJ Kaliser is heading to Louisiana to cinch the deal on an 8-point whitetail.
Good deer. Then we're headed back to the Midwest in the great state of Missouri, where Tim Sigler is on the hunt for longtime nemesis, Mr. November. Unable to find a cameraman, it's gonna be a tall order to get the job done. But with Mr. November coming in at number 10 on our Natural Born Top 10 hit list, all the hard work will be worth it.
This is the moment, the one I've waited for all year. Since I first saw him, I've known that no amount of work, scouting, practice, or weather could keep me away. I've trained, I've prepared, and I've got the gear to keep me out there. Now, I am ready. A year's worth of anticipation culminates right here, right now. I am Nomad, and this moment is mine. Nomad, authentic hunting apparel.
Since 2002, Reconyx has built the most reliable trail cameras available. The tradition continues with our best camera yet, the all-new HyperFire 2. With a quarter-second trigger speed, 150-foot no-glow night vision, and a battery life up to 2 years, all at the lowest price point we've ever offered, and backed by an industry-leading 5-year warranty. You get what you pay for. So invest in an American-made trail camera that will perform year after year, guaranteed. Reconyx. See what you've been missing.
Scent Crusher eliminates a wide range of odors, from your simplest to even your more nasty odors. We've all heard people say it ain't rocket science, but with Scent Crusher, it kinda is. Scent Crusher even eliminates odor without washing, so no necesita agua, mi amigo.
Scent Crusher products use ozone technology developed from NASA-based research.
In fact, Scent Crusher eliminates scent so well, they'll never smell you coming. Steve here can testify to that.
Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on.
Innovation is in our DNA, bred from a long history of fierce competition and the survival of the fittest. Inheriting the results of nearly 50 years of PSE archery research and development, the Evolve Cam system delivers the smoothest draw cycle ever created without any compromise on speed. PSE Archery's Evolve Cam system. Evolve or get left behind.